Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, CJ the host, and welcome to another episode of the Cinema Corner, y'all. We are in the building, and today I have a very special request because I actually went to go see this movie. That's right, in the theater. You know, normally I like to wait a little bit for the crowd to dial down, and I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to go see this on the opening day because, hey, I had a free movie ticket and my boy invited me, so why not? All right. So today I want to talk to you about the movie Transformers: Rise of the Beast. I mean, I was actually kind of excited to see this. There's a lot of us that grew up with Transformers. And more importantly, we grew up with this particular version of Transformers, which was the Beast Wars. Now, these were some of the coolest action figures outside of just the regular Transformers. I mean, I remember having like the Jaguar, the Rhino. I remember having all these cool Transformer toys. Don't know where they're at now because they're probably worth a whole hell of a lot of money. And I was excited. I was definitely excited to go see this because, you know, this is my childhood, man. This was my childhood at its prime when we really had cool shows to go off of. I do enjoy our main character, which his name is, he's played by Anthony Ramos, right? And I do enjoy him. I do enjoy his acting. I loved him in Hamilton. I loved him in The Heights. I thought he does pretty good well. He's also on She's Gotta Have It. The role he played was kind of cool. I actually found out that one of my friends, I'm not going to say who, actually dated him before he was the star that he is. I'm not going to say any names, but you know who you are out there. But which was cool, you know. So he always seemed like a cool guy. I always vibe with him. I loved his personality. He have a cool little Puerto Rican accent, and you know, it was really cool. I like the guy. I really didn't look too far into who was playing who. He was probably the only person I knew who actually was playing in the movie. You know, outside of everybody else, I really didn't know who it was. And then I come to find out, you know, one of the Autobots is played by Pete Davidson, and he plays Mirage. And I'm just thinking to myself, I didn't know that. But I was really vibing with Mirage because I've never been like a so-called Pete Davidson fan. I mean, I don't really think I find him that funny, but I enjoyed him in the damn movie. He was a pleasure to have. It was cool. I think he brought some cool swag to the character. I'm like, all the other Transformers, except for the first one and maybe Bumblebee, were not that great to me. They weren't. I mean, it's cool little action. I go support my boy Tyrese, you know, doing a film, whatever. But everything else was like, you know, like it was like into him. I don't think I went to go see them in movie theaters. I kind of just waited till them to come out on TV and I streamed them, and they were okay, you know. But this one, I'm always this thing where I'm just loyal to a franchise. I'm just loyal to a fault. Like, if I watched it, I got to finish it. Like, same thing with the Fast movies, and we'll get into that later. Like, the only reason I want to go see I saw Fast X, but the only reason I want to go see Fast X because I thought it was the last one. But to my surprise, it's like 2 more movies, then it's going to be done. It's like ridiculous. But anyway, I just went to see it out of loyalty to the brand. I'm just very loyal, and I always want to finish something. So for movie-wise, I want to finish something. So I went to go see it, and I was pleasantly surprised how good it was. First of all, let's talk about the damn soundtrack. The soundtrack was fucking dope. Like, they had cool 90s, 80s references in the movie. I loved it. I think the music went paired well with the different scenes that they wanted to and the different emotions they wanted to. More importantly, there's a scene, and you know what? This is going to be a spoiler. I'm sorry. By the time I release this, it's been a weekend. Like, that's the whole thing, right? When a movie comes out on Thursday, you get the weekend. Monday, spoiler alerts. You don't care. I don't care no more. I really don't care no more. All right. So yeah, there's one scene where Bumblebee makes a comeback, and it literally plays "Don't Call It a Comeback," and then he flies out of a plane and he gets down there and starts whooping people's asses. It was so fucking dope. Like, it was probably like my favorite part of the entire movie. And I think a lot of people in the audience thought that was dope too. They're like, "Oh yeah," and they was like vibing. And I was vibing with it, man. That shit was dope. It was just dope to see. I didn't realize it's supposed to take place in 1994. So obviously you'll know this going to the movie because it says it like big down there, 1994. So I'm kind of confused on where if they're trying to do like a kind of like Marvel. I feel like ever since Marvel did like this multiverse, everybody's trying to do their own like version of that and how they correlate and all this stuff, because it's the best way to get your movies to really have longevity, to have more fucking movies, right? But so it's 1994, so I'm like, okay, where are who they met these people, and and they try to make it work, and so they obviously they played a lot of stuff from the 90s, which was dope. And I also like the fact that it was in New York, Brooklyn in the house, um, and some of our characters obviously are from that area, so it was pretty dope. Um, so yeah, besides the music, the storyline was cool. I liked the story. I didn't say I loved it, but I liked the storyline. I followed it pretty well. You didn't need to have to watch the other Transformers movies to be like, oh, I don't get it. Like you got it. It was pretty self-explanatory how they broke everything down. The shot locations were cool. A lot of it took place in New York. Some was in Peru, and they gave it like a little bit of a history element, which I like because you know me, I like a little history. If you don't know me, I love history. The thing that surprised me, and this is a big spoiler alert, big spoiler alert. The thing that surprised me was at the end of the movie, not like after the credits, but like before the movie went off. In my opinion, that I really didn't know if that really meshed together. Basically, our main character gets a job offer from the GI Joes. Like he gets a job offer from the GI Joes. Like I didn't even know Transformers and GI Joes merged in any kind of way. Like I didn't know that. Like I had to ask somebody, like, yeah, if he did this for a brief time, a comic, and did this and this, I'm like, makes no sense to me because I didn't really pay attention to that growing up. I wasn't that much diverse in it or in the comic, so I didn't know they may had a transformer. They had a what do you call that? A lap over, like they were in the same universe or whatnot. Yeah, so I never knew they had that. So that kind of surprised the hell out of me, and it was a cool little shock factor. Like, oh shit. Oh, okay. And it makes sense because, there's part of the movie where our main character, he's in a suit, right? He's in a suit, and the suit replicates almost like the one the G.I. Joes wear in the first, is it the first one? Yeah, in the first G.I. Joe movie. So, I mean, that was cool. Like, that itself was dope. Like, to find that out, that was like the giant, like, quote-unquote reveal at the end of the movie. No, not post credit, but at the end of the movie. It wasn't like at the credits though. There is like a little bit after like the first initial credit. You and then it's just like a shot of him fixing up Mirage. Mirage gets fucked up in the scene, so he fixes them up, and like yeah, it was a dope thing. The other, there's another character I actually want to talk about. Let me try to figure out. I gotta find this guy's name. It's Toby. Last name spelled Nwigiwe. I think his name is Reek. He was Reek. He played Noah's like friend. I don't even know if you even call him a friend. They were just like in the hood together, but I guess they were friends. You can see that towards the movie, and I loved his character. His character was so damn funny to me. Like I love the fact that how he made fun of things and how he was telling this dude how like to learn how to breathe during a heist. Like but it's definitely comedy, like, oh shit, that's funny. Like, like that, like that really got me. Like, you know what I mean? So I can appreciate when a movie or even a show can mix good comedy and good action and not be over the top on both of them. Like both these didn't seem over the top. Like, there's some things of Fast X they're like, oh, this shit is over the top, but then again, I think that's like the whole premise now. It's go over the top, go big. But with this particular movie, I thought it merged real great with the action, with the music, and once again, with the characters and how they did things. Like I thought it meshed pretty well. I know it makes it sound like, oh, this is like the best movie of the year. No, it's not the best movie of the year, but it's a damn good movie. Do I recommend you go see the damn movie? Yes, go see it on the big screen like it's supposed to be seen. Don't wait for it to come out and stream it. I think this is a movie that deserves to go see on the big screen. On a scale 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I give this redundantly. I just made that word up. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I give this a solid 8 out of 10, y'all. Like that's big for me. That's big for me to give an 8 out of 10. Like I give this an 8 out of 10 because the comedy in it, The music was in it. Like, that was great. If you're a fan of 80s, 90s hip hop, you're going to enjoy this damn movie, man. And where they used to punch it in at, you're going to enjoy it even more if you pay close attention to certain things. There's other details in the movie, like little Easter eggs, if you're paying close attention, that you might not catch. I'm going to let you see if y'all can catch it, though. But there's just some stuff. So pay attention to the movie, and you'll see some remnants of other movies or other things that you might not thought that was going to be in this movie. But once again, y'all, I'm talking to you about Transformers: The Rise of the Beast. This was a dope movie. Our character Anthony Ramos, who plays Noah, did a great job. Obviously, Peter, who plays Optimus Prime, does a great job playing his voice. Like, it's just really distinct now. I think all the characters they worked very well. Yeah. I enjoyed everything of this movie, man. I really think it was a dope ass movie. Dope. So go check that thing out. But once again, y'all, I appreciate y'all tuning in to the Cinema Corner, y'all. If you have a movie or a TV show you want me to view, let me know. Leave it in the comments. I don't care if it's an old movie, old show, new show. I'll respond to it the best way possible. So let me know what you feel like. Yo, this has been CJ. I've been with the Cinema Corner. I'll see you when I see you. Peace. Or like we say, Autobots, roll out.